Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Venusian Scorp, where I talk about all things astrology and tarot related. Today's video is going to be a tarot slash oracle forecast for all the 12 zodiac signs for the month of November. So stay tuned. If you'd like a reading, I do natal chart readings, synastry chart readings, as well as tarot. Today's reading is going to be a very generalized reading, but if you'd like a personal reading, you can contact on my Facebook page, facebook.com/VenosianScorp. You can also drop me an email at astroluck111@gmail.com and I'll get back to you. Both the links are in the description box, so you can contact me through either of these channels. Let's get started. So, we're starting off with, um, let me see. Yeah, we're starting off with Aries. So, I'm going to be back in a sec and I'll take you through each of the signs. Okay, so Aries, let's look at your cards. Hang on. I'm just shuffling right now and I'm going to be pulling up a couple of cards. This is going to be a shorter interpretation for each of the signs because otherwise it's going to be a super long video and you don't want to stay on for that long, I'm sure. Okay, so Aries, I'm getting the Fool Child. This is the card I'm getting, Fool Child. I'm getting Six of Wands, Trust. I'm getting Illumination, Ace of Wands. So I'm also getting Logic. So these are the four cards that are coming up. So what this tells me is that this is a time for you to take risks. You've probably been very risk averse to something in your life, like you don't want to take a plunge for something, whether that's be a new love interest, romantic interest, or just a new project or a business opportunity, right? You are a little bit scared about something. I don't know, there's something holding you back, and it's about trusting the universe. This is what this card is telling me, that divine timing is at play here. Whatever fears that were holding you back, it's time to sort of let them go and let the universe do its thing, because the universe is trying to guide you towards the right direction. And I feel like a lot of you are holding back for some reason or the other, and this is not the time to do that. The next one I'm getting is Illumination. So what this tells me is once you let go of these fears and once you trust whatever the universe is sending your way, then you're going to see the light. You're going to see a lot of things come to clarity. I also feel like Aries, you've been through some kind of a traumatic experience, or you're going through something like that right now. That's what this card is telling me. But something new is on the way. There is like this new birthing energy. Something new is coming up, and the light is shining through. There's something new that's coming through, and you are going to see the light. You are going to get much more clarity. I think the main word is clarity. You were confused, you were in a foggy state for a long time, but now some kind of clarity is going to kick in. I would also say use logic. That's what this card is telling me. Use your logic, even though it's important to trust the universe and trust your intuition. At the end of the day, logic is also very important. So look at the facts, look at the bottom line. Like, if somebody is saying something and their actions don't match up with their words, probably time to look at the bigger picture and make your decision based on that. Moving there's another deck that I'm looking at just for further interpretation for Aries. So let's look at what's happening for Aries. So I got a couple of cards here. I'm getting First Light, beginning a new cycle. Just like I said, you are letting go of a lot of your fears and something new is coming up. Choosing your path, all is possible. So yeah, definitely don't hold back. Like, have trust in the universe. Gates of triumph. Just like I said earlier, the light is shining through. You are reaching the light after a long period of darkness or confusion. Grace and gratitude. Always express gratitude for what you have going on in your life, because that's going to bring in more abundance and better opportunities into your life. Moving on to Taurus. So let's see what Taurus has in store. Quite a few cards popped out. So the first one I'm getting is Rejoicer. So this tells me that this is time for you to start enjoying life and not taking things that seriously. I feel like a lot of you Tauruses have been in a heavy phase for a long time. You may have felt like you're in a web. Do you see this woman caught in a web of lies? Somebody has been deceitful towards you. Like, they have made some false promises. They've told you something, but then you realize that none of it was true. They were just basically faking it, and probably, like, I'm getting some kind of manipulative tendency. Maybe even somebody who was a narcissist, maybe a toxic personality who was trying to get close to you. but then you discovered that they were just lying, they were not really saying the truth, and now you're kind of breaking away from that cycle, that that person or situation or whatever. And this has happened because of the hermit stage. You have taken things very seriously, in the sense that you are very focused on your inner peace and your own growth, your spiritual growth, your personal growth. So Taurus, this has been a period for you where you are now sort of getting into getting to know yourself a little bit more and what you really want out of life. I'm also getting the Nine of Wands, integrity. Yes, this is very much about being authentic to yourself and also expecting authenticity from other people. As a Taurus, you don't have time for the fakers, right? You're an earth sign, you're practical, you're stable. And this is also about balance. This is about maintaining balance in every area of life. As a Taurus, you probably have that going good because you rule by Venus. But the thing is, sometimes you can go off kilter, especially with this situation that happened before, where this person was lying to you, they were manipulating you, they were a little bit toxic, they were probably very toxic. And you decided that, enough is enough. You're breaking free from that cycle. You're being true to yourself. You're being authentic. And this is about being in balance. This is about focusing on that Venus energy and being within yourself and knowing what you want and sticking to that, like not allowing anything else that doesn't align with you, your higher purpose and vision, and just being your authentic self. Taurus, what else for Taurus for the month of November? So I'm getting a couple of cards here. The first one is stepping into power. Yes, pretty much similar to what I said before. You are strong beyond measure. So I think you're getting more into your authentic self during the month of November. Watching clouds, rest, relax. Just like I said, this is about, the balancing Venus energy. So tap into your Taurus Venus energy. Do the things that make you happy, whether that's, maybe food, maybe like skincare, I don't know, like aromas or whatever, Taurus, Venus things that make you happy. Focus on that, because that's going to keep you grounded and in balance. Next one I'm getting is again the Grace and Gratitude card. I think this is a common theme for all the signs, maybe, that, having a spirit of gratitude for what you have going on right now is very important to attract abundance into your life. Moving on to Gemini. What are the predictions for Gemini? So the first card I'm getting is equanimity. Sorry, I'm not able to speak today. Equanimity. This is like the Two of Crystals. Again, speaks to something crystallizing in your life. Like you are coming to some kind of clarity. You were in a confusion stage for a long time. Next one I'm getting is Tower. So yes, a lot of things were in a stage of breaking away from you. Like you have been, maybe you've been through a breakup. I'm also getting the Death card. A lot of changes for you, Gemini. You have been through a lot, I can tell. Like almost like a spiritual awakening. You maybe have gone through a relationship breakup, like somebody's broken up with you or you've broken up with somebody, or this could have just been the undoing of your own self. Like you are becoming a whole new person. It's almost like a death for you. It feels like a death, like a spiritual death, like you are becoming a whole new version of you, completely different. And this is like some kind of crystallization that's happening for you. A lot of truths are coming to surface about people, about situations, about relationships around you, and you're finally beginning to decide, like, what is it that you really want out of life. Just really stepping into your power and feeling that, okay, this is what you want. I'm also seeing the Star card. So definitely I feel like the month of November is going to bring you some amount of fame and fortune and opportunities. You will definitely be in the spotlight. And this reading is for whether you are a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or even your Venus sign. I think it applies to all of these energies. Excuse me. What else for Gemini? What are the other things that we have going on for Gemini? Okay, so I got a couple of cards here. So for Gemini, I'm seeing overcoming obstacles. Yes, this was a theme that you were going through for a long time. There was a lot of confusion. You felt like you were dying inside. You had like a spiritual awakening. Answering the call, the time is now. So the universe is giving you signs. The universe is giving you messages. It's time to pay attention to those and make your decision based on that. Excuse me. I'm also seeing begin now. Take your first step. I think like now with the Death card that we just saw, like it's like a rebirth that's happening for you. I feel like that you need to take a step now. You need to make a decision. Like I think you really need to make a decision, because there's something that have crystallized right now. You've come to some kind of a realization about some people in your life, a situation in your life. It was almost like an aha moment where you finally got clarity about something that you were thinking about for a very long time, and now it is time to sort of take action on that. Like, be decisive. Don't I know as a Gemini, you can tend to be confused because you tend to overthink a lot, but this is not the time for that. This is, once you've reached that crystal clarity about something or a person or a situation, it's time to, either cut that person off your life, or I don't know what decision you want to take, but then it's time to take that decision. Moving on to Cancer. So what do we have for Cancer in the month of November? So I'm getting the Hermit card. So this is a time for introspection for you Cancers, whether you're a Cancer Sun, Moon, Venus, or rising. So this is a time for introspection. It's not a time to make impulsive decisions. I'm also getting the hang on a second, let me just shuffle it a little bit better. What else is coming up for Cancer for November? So I'm getting nurturing. Yes, this is a time to nurture yourself, Cancers. You've probably been lacking in the self-care department. Like, I feel like a lot of you have been so busy taking care of other people's energies and other people's lives that, you've sort of forgotten, you maybe have taken a step back when it comes to your own self-care. Breakthrough. There's a lot of new things that's coming up in November, and I'm also getting the change card. So yes, a lot of things coming up in November for you Cancers. You've already been through the hermit mode. You've already been through that period of introspection. You have sat with yourself, sat with your feelings. As Cancerians, you guys are very in touch with your emotions, so that's a good thing. You have been able to realize a lot of things about yourself. But this is a time for you to focus on self-care. Like, don't try to immediately take on too much from other people. Focus on yourself. Focus on what makes you happy. Nurture yourself. I think as Cancerians, it's really important that you focus that nurturing energy on yourself rather than on other people for some time. Breakthrough. If you start doing that, you will start realizing a new breakthrough in your life, because as a result of the hermit stage, you have come to some realizations about your life and where it's headed, what you want to do with it, and as a result of that, you can expect some change into your life. Again, the number 8 that I'm seeing here, it is the number of transformation and power. So you are discovering a new source of power within yourself. What else for Cancer for the month of November? So I'm getting a couple of cards here. One is view from above. Yes, don't get caught up in your emotions, Cancerians. It's very easy for you guys sometimes to get swayed in by your personal feelings, personal agendas, emotions. But this is not the time. I feel like you need to have a broader perspective. Keep a calm mind. Look at the broader picture, and then make a decision. Don't just get carried away with your emotions. Traveling lightly. Again, a similar theme. Don't take things extremely personally, because especially now with so many energies happening around us, it's very, very probable that you get carried away with somebody said to you, or they said something mean, or that you didn't like, and you may react to that, and that can result in a bad decision. Vast vistas, expand your horizons. Yes, look at the bigger picture, look at the larger picture. Don't stay focused on one thing that happened to you or one thing one person said. Tend to come out of that and look at the bigger picture to make your decisions. Okay, so we're focusing now on Leo. So what's happening for Leo in the month of November? So I'm getting the Sun card, which is really good, which is the sign of, Leo is ruled by the Sun. So new beginnings are in store, guys. I can see a new love blossoming for you. Whether you're a Leo Sun, Moon, sorry guys, it's like the festival time here, so people are bursting crackers. Whether you're a Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, you can expect new love into your life. I do see new love blossoming. I see new changes. I see a lot of vitality. I feel like you guys did go through a dark period, and now it's like the worst is over. You can expect some good things to start happening into your life. Next one I'm getting is Ace of Crystals, Brilliance. Yes, this is again similar to the first card, Sun, that I got, where this is about showcasing your talents, showcasing what you're good at. This is about showing your brilliance to the world. I feel like as Leos, you guys are naturally magnetic, but I feel like some of you may be, especially if you're a Leo moon, you may be a little bit conscious about the limelight, like you don't like that kind of energy on you, but this is your time to shine. November is your time to shine. I'm seeing the player card. So somebody in your life may be trying to play you. I'm not going to lie. Like maybe somebody is trying to game you. They're trying to play you. They're trying to take you for a fool. So it's time for you to set the record straight and tell them who you are, because you are not somebody who is going to be walked all over. So this is, you can be childlike, Leo. I'm not going to lie, like you can be a childlike, but at the same time, you do have this pure energy about you. But sometimes people can take advantage of that. They can think like you're naive. And I think this is the time to show them that you are not. You may be childlike, you may be exhibiting this persona of innocence and purity, but that doesn't mean anybody can take you for a fool, Leo. So that's something to keep in mind. What else for Leo for the month of November? Let's see. I'm getting watching clouds. Take rest, relax, enjoy life. Don't take things that seriously. What else for Leo in November? Uh, let's see. Okay. So I'm getting first light, beginning a new cycle. Yes. So Leos, like I said, you have been through a dark phase, but then this is like a time for something new to start in your life. Definitely a new cycle, a new beginning, choosing your path. Now, now that some new beginnings are in store for you, and the universe is showing you a new direction, it's time for you to start choosing your path. What is it that you really want to do? Is this the path that you want to continue on, or is it something radically new? I think that's like the decision that you guys need to take at this point. Moving on to Virgo. So what's happening for Virgo in November? So the first card I'm getting is synthesis, 8 of crystals. 8 is the number of transformation. You are synthesizing a lot of facts, a lot of information that has been downloaded to you from the universe, from your friends, from situations around you. And narrowness, you could be a little bit narrow-minded at this time. Maybe you have a rigid viewpoint, maybe you have a narrow-minded perspective about something or somebody, and that is preventing you from moving forward. I'm also getting the delusion card, so maybe this is creating some kind of delusion in your mind about this person or the situation. So the next card I'm getting is the knower card. So this is a time for you to know and learn. I'm getting knower and learner. So this is a time for you to expand your knowledge. I feel like some of you Virgos, you may be having some restricted beliefs in your mind. That's kind of preventing you from growth. That's preventing you from expanding your horizons, expanding your mind. It's creating a sense of delusion, narrow-mindedness. But it's time for you to start knowing more, learning more, expanding your mind so that you don't stay in that caged narrow-minded mentality. I don't know what situation you guys are in, but it could apply to a romantic situation or just generally in your life, something that's going on. What else for Virgo in November? Overcoming obstacles. Yes, so you guys are going through something right now. Maybe some kind of difficulty, some kind of challenges, whether that be your love life or your career or just something in your life. But again, like I said, you are going through some delusions. You're going through some kind of a misinformation, narrow-minded thing that you kind of need to remove. Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So look beyond the surface. I feel like a lot of you guys are maybe judging people based on what you've already seen. You've looked at a couple of facts and you've made your decision about this person or the situation. But I feel like this is not the time for you to judge a book by its cover. Like the next card is like great adventure. So take a risk. Take a risk. Like take some steps that are different from what you've already done, because I feel like as Virgos, you guys are earth signs, you're very practical, but you can also be very streamlined, like within your own framework, which can be very rigid sometimes. Like you really need to sometimes look under the surface, not just look at just what is on the surface and what people are presenting to you, because that may not be the truth about them. What is happening for Libras? Moving on to Libras. What's happening for Libras in the month of November? So the first card I'm getting is equilibrium. So this is very much aligned with Libra energy. This is about balance. This is about keeping everything in order, keeping everything in moderation, like not going overboard with anything. This is also the Two of Cups. So maybe some new love is blossoming for you guys. I feel like you have been through this. Like if you're single, you've been single for quite some time, Libras. That's what I can tell. And now things are sort of moving forward for you. You're finally discovering a new love interest, a new potential romance in your life. So that's what I'm getting for Libra. Priestess is the next word I'm getting. So this is a time for you to let your intuition shine. Like let your moon energy, depends on where moon is in your chart, what sign it's in. But this is about letting your moon energy shine, using your intuition and letting that make decisions for you. I think sometimes as Libras, you guys are very logical. You're an air sign. You can tend to be very much in your head, but this is about letting your intuition shine. Negativity, because of you overthinking, you may be having some kind of issues around negativity. You may have negative perceptions about a person, situation, and that's causing a lot of fear for you. So this is not a time for you to overthink. This is a time for you to use your intuition to make decisions, because that's going to be very organic. It's going to be very quick, instant. Intuition doesn't take time to make a decision. Like, you just know. That's an inner knowing. But that intuition is going to come when you establish equilibrium. Like I said, you have to be grounded, you have to be moderate, you have to be balanced in your life, because that's when your moon energy is going to shine through. Let's look at what else is happening for Libra. So I'm getting wandering path, enjoy the journey. I feel like, yeah, sometimes it's important not to follow the established trail. Sometimes you need to just carve out your own territory and just smell the roses, like stop and smell the roses and do whatever you enjoy. Take your first step, begin now. So yes, this is not about procrastinating. Libras, you guys know what I'm talking about. You can tend to procrastinate sometimes a lot, overthink things. Voyage of the heart, love flows through you and to you. Like, a new love interest is blossoming for you, Libra. I feel that. But then you have to take risks. You have to listen to your heart. You can't be so logical all the time. I feel like you guys sometimes can be so caught up in the pros and cons that the moment has passed to make a decision. That can happen. Moving on to Scorpio. What's happening for Scorpio in the month of November? I'm getting illumination. A lot of truths are coming to light for you, Scorpio. A new situation has presented itself, or something about the past which has presented itself, and you are very sure about what you're seeing. Like, you were in a confusion earlier, but now it's like those fogs have, that cloud has lifted, and you're kind of discovering what it is about the person or situation that you needed to know. Negativity. You did go through a lot of negativity because of this person, because of the situation. It was a long, difficult journey for you, Scorpios. You were trying your best maybe to understand this person and be with them and get their perception, get their point of view, but now you realize there's really no point. And it's causing stagnation. I'm getting the stagnation card. Like, there is room for compassion in your life, Scorpios, but I feel like sometimes if you do too much, people can take advantage, and that's not good, because that has kind of resulted in a lot of negativity and stagnation for you. You have felt like you were in limbo for a long time. Now, this can be whether you're a sun, moon, Venus, or rising in Scorpio. Ecstasy. Once you move out of the stagnation, once you get that illumination about the situation, once you get the clarity about the situation that I'm talking about, it can be a person as well. That's when you're going to find your true ecstasy. And this is also telling me to get rid of your root chakra fears, because I see the color red, I see the red flower. So probably some fears around security, stability, about money. You may be having some worries about finance as well, so it's time for you to work through those issues and realize that abundance is everywhere. So yeah, so that's something about Scorpio. I'm also seeing the other deck. So I'm also getting solitude. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios need to be in your own space for some time. Like, I feel like you, as a water sign, you know that it takes a lot of energy to socialize and be with people. You've done that. Like, you've been compassionate. You've tried to understand the other person's point of view. But I feel like now it's time for you to sort of retreat and recharge your energy. I feel like you've given a lot of your energy to other people. Wondrous universe, walk in beauty. So yeah, I feel like you need to enjoy this journey. I feel like a lot of you have been so you've been leaning forward towards this other person or situation for too long, and now it's time for you to just revel in this journey, be in the moment. Like, don't overthink so much. And I feel like you've already got your clarity about this person or situation, so it's time to move on, whatever that is, whether you need to cut that person out of your life, or whether you need to focus on yourself more. Whatever it is, Scorpios, you know what I'm talking about. Next card I'm getting is begin now, take your first step. So yeah, this is the time for you to focus on yourself. It's not the time to be focusing your energies on other people. You've done that enough, Scorpios. You've done that. You're a river of compassion. You give so much to other people, but now it's time for you to focus on yourself. You've done that enough. What's happening for my Sagittariuses in November? Let's see. The first card I'm getting is the Death card. Wow, Sagittarius, whether you're a Sagittarius, rising, sun, moon, or Venus, you guys have been through a lot. Like, Literally, you guys have been through a lot. You have felt like you were going through a dark night of the soul for the last couple of weeks or even months. I'm getting the learner card. You are probably studying something new, Sagittarius, or this month of November, you will feel like studying something new, maybe even taking up a new degree or learning something new, getting a new certification in something. Or this could just be as simple as buying a new book about some subject that interests you and just learning more about that topic. You're basically expanding your knowledge, Sagittarius, during the month of November. I'm also seeing the moon card. I feel like November is going to be the month for you, Sagittarius, where you are going to find your intuition being getting stronger and stronger. You're going to be finding that you are making decisions based off your intuition a lot of the times. You can have some amount of confusion, as I'm getting from the next card. There have been situations that were presented to you, Sagittarius, where you were very, very confused. You didn't know if this person was really lying to you, or the situation was a genuine, authentic situation or person, or if they were lying to you or being fake to you. You had a lot of confusion, but I feel like your intuition has cleared that up. It has helped you to overcome obstacles. That's the next card that I'm getting. You can overcome anything. Sagittarius, you've been through the worst. I get a feeling that you've been through the worst over the last couple of months, and this month of November is like testament to the fact that you can overcome anything. Like, you have been through the worst, and now it's like about using your intuition and coming forward. Distant thunder, clear the air. There can be some miscommunications, okay, Sagittarius, for you during the month of November, like with another person, with maybe your family, but it's important to clearly communicate what it is that you're feeling. If you're feeling offended by something, tell that person. I feel like holding it back is just going to make things worse. Faraway places, travel may be on the cards for you, Sagittarius. You may want to go to another place, or it could just be as simple as expanding your horizons, like looking at things from another perspective, another person's point of view. That's also expanding your mind. It doesn't have to be physical travel all the time. What is happening for my fellow Capricorns? Let's see. This happens, this applies whether you're a Capricorn sun, moon, Venus, or rising. So let's see what's happening for Capricorns. I'm getting the strength card. You guys have been through a lot. You're trying to manage a lot of things. That's what I'm seeing. Like, you feel like the whole world is on your shoulder. The whole world's burden is on your shoulders, and it's just too much. And you feel like you're almost going to fall apart. Like, this month is going to be pretty heavy for you guys, but you do have a lot of strength within you. I'm seeing the Hermit card, so maybe a time for you to do a lot of meditation, focus on yourself, focus on the energies within you to realize what it is that you really want. Devil's play. I'm seeing some gossip, some rumors around you. People are trying to maybe tarnish your name, or there are some people around you who don't have your best interests at heart. So these people, they can be presenting themselves as being your friend, but actually they don't at all have your best interest at mind, Capricorn. So be aware of that. Pay attention to the energies around you. Not everybody has your best interest. Creativity. This is a time for you to get creative, Capricorn. Whatever that is, whether you're into music, arts, or just your own business, use your sacral chakra. Like, start something new, start a new project, exercise your creativity. That's going to give you the kind of clarity that you need and also keep you grounded. I'm also getting grace and gratitude. So yeah, definitely have that spirit of gratitude over the month of November, because that is going to attract more prosperity into your life. Again, I'm getting the solitude card. So, definitely a time for you to work more on yourself. Like, get more clarity on what it is that you want. Like, sit with yourself, meditate, because when you are at peace with yourself, when you're sitting with yourself, with your emotions, I feel emotions can be a murky territory for Capricorn. A lot of Capricorn strong people, they don't like to face their emotions. So this can be a time for you to actually sit with your feelings. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. A lot of people look up to you for inspiration, Capricorns. A lot of people respect you because of the hard work and the ethic that you put in, So I feel like a lot of people look up to you, but it's also time for you to focus on yourself right now in November. Moving on, what's happening for Aquarius for the month of November? So for Aquarius, I'm getting the strength card again. So Aquarius, this is Again, a difficult month for you probably, but then this is not the be all and end all. Like, you do have a lot of inner strength. I think it's just about finding that within yourself. Logic card. Aquarius, you're an air sign. It's important for you to exercise your logic during the month of November. If something doesn't add up, like if some facts don't add up, then probably it isn't true, because you have to look at the bottom line. As Aquarius, you are an air sign, you are cerebral, so exercise your logic. Dullness, you have been through some kind of a period of stagnation or dullness where you feel like things are not moving forward, you're sort of in limbo, you feel stuck, like the stuck energy. And the Surfer card and Integrity card are telling me that this is a time for you to discover your own authenticity. This is also a time for you to go with the flow. I feel like a lot of Aquarians, because it's a fixed sign, you can sometimes have trouble with that. Like, you may not be that adaptable when it comes to changes in your life. So I think it's time for you to go with the flow, just like a surfer does. And yeah, I think that's going to really help a lot in discovering what it is that you want. Gates of Triumph, success expands in your life. So Aquarius, I definitely see a new journey for you, surrendering to the journey. Just like I said before, you have to go with the flow sometimes. You can't be like taking a stand all the time, because that's going to make things difficult for you to move forward. Taking shelter, the answers are within. I feel like a lot of you Aquarians are struggling with important issues because you don't know what it is that you want, and that's why the seclusion card that I saw earlier, it's important, because it's important to sit with yourself and discover what is it that you really want, because that's when you can start taking action. Moving on to Pisces, what is the forecast for Pisces for November? So let's see, I'm getting a couple of cards here. So the first card I'm getting is Lovers. So new love is on the way for you, Pisces. You may feel like this is like a soulmate connection for you. You may feel like this is the one for you. Definitely new love on the cards. Anger, I'm feeling like this relationship is not going to be easy for you, or even if it's not a love relationship, just general situation in your life, you are going through a period of frustration and anger, Pisces. Like, you feel something is not working as per your plans. So that can be a source of frustration for you. What else for Pisces in November? I'm getting disappointment. Yeah, because of these issues that have been happening in your life, Pisces, you have been going through a lot of disappointment. You feel like somehow things are not moving forward for you. This is causing a lot of frustration for you, but just know that new love is on the way for you. Like, somebody new is going to enter your life. Creativity. Pisces, you are a creative sign. You are ruled by Neptune. This is a great time in November to exercise that creativity. Use your skills, use your gifts. You have a natural talent for being creative. Tap into your spiritual gifts. Maybe access your dreams, visit the astral realms, because you will find a lot of inspiration there. If you're already an artist, if you're already into that creative field, this is a great time to expand on your talents. Solitude. Again, November is going to be a time for you, Pisces, to sit with yourself and figure out what is it that you want. I feel a lot of your anger and frustration that you're feeling is because of your traumas or things that you've gone through. There are some blockages within you that you're holding back, you're not addressing them, and that's kind of keeping you from discovering what is it that you want, and so it's important that you exercise solitude and discover what it is that you want, because Pisces, you can be confused sometimes. Grace and gratitude. Have the attitude of gratitude so that you can attract more abundance and prosperity. Passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Yes, definitely enjoy life. Savor the moment. If you've got friends, be with them, be with family. Enjoy life. Be with the people who love you, be with the people who take care of you, who actually care for you, and sit with yourself and figure things out what you want. So guys, that's it for today. That's like the prediction for all the 12 signs. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. You can share this video with your friends, and you can also subscribe to my channel and also comment in the description, in the comment box below, if you resonated with this video. So that's it for guys. See you in my next video. Bye guys.